So the escort trailer we found at the salvage yard was set up for a powerboat. We knew it was a heavy-duty trailer by the 3-inch by 4-inch box frame, 5-leaf springs, and 6-lug wheels. So it should be a 5,000-pound axle. The rear light brackets had pretty much rotted off as the lights were all broken. I just decided to make new ones. So I got some galvanized brackets from Lowe's Depot and bent them into a 90 degree and knocked most of the stuff off my shelf. And here they are installed onto the trailer. And here's with the first 4 brackets installed. I ordered some 24-inch brackets from Trailer Supply online, and then decided that 4 wasn't going to be enough, so I ordered 2 more. Went and soldered all the connections on the wiring harness. These are a bit more secure than the wire nuts that they came with. Used shrink tubing over the solder joints just to make sure they weren't going to come off. And the one lousy spot is always the ground connection. I used a stainless self-drilling screw and plenty of grease, dielectric grease, to keep it from rotting away. So I was going to have 6 points of contact, and I didn't want all the pressure from the bunks on the hull to be in one tiny little spot. So I decided I'd put these inverse circles of Luan onto each pad to try and spread the weight out, move the contact point further away from the center of the pad. And it seems to be working. If I look at the way the carpet is squished on the trailer when the boat's not on it, I can see this wear and rub on the ridge of this circle. So it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. So I took 2 layers of 3/4 inch plywood and epoxied them together, and then epoxied the 1/8 inch Luan on top of that. And I just did them all at once and made a stack of them to make putting pressure on them easier. I grabbed a tamper from doing our walkway many years ago to put on top of these for a little bit of pressure to keep them squished together while the epoxy set up. So the problem with the brackets that we had is they were set up for being attached to horizontal cross members on the trailer, and that's not the way the trailer is set up. It doesn't really have any horizontal cross members. The 2 or 3 that are there are L channel and not box, so they're not set up to be wrapped around with a U-bolt, and I do not want to drill holes in my galvanized trailer because that's a rust spot, or a potential rust spot. So I had to put these 2 pivot brackets. These are actually meant to be used one at a time, but using those and a bunk stiffening weldment in between them, I was able to turn the axis of rotation by 90 degrees to the direction I needed it. I then slobbered these things with deck and fence sealer. It was the longest warranty rated sealant in the paint aisle that I could find. Give them a good slobbering on both sides, and I think I gave it 2 coats. So here's the trailer with all the bunk pads installed, at least loosely, and the trailer winch post just set in place as a rough guide to get us ready to install it. So for the next video, you can see us actually loading this onto the trailer. So stay tuned and hit subscribe if you haven't already, and see you soon.